I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. I had a request from my youngest, Micah, to please make some rice pudding. So today we're going to be making baked rice pudding, one of my Mommom's all-time infamous recipes. So let's go see how we make this. Okay, we're going to make some baked rice pudding, and the reason for baked rice pudding is because I don't have time to stand at the stove today and stir for a half an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. I have other things I need to get done, and I'm sure you do too. Baking rice pudding is a simple way of getting it out of the way without burning it or scorching it, and you do have to have cooked rice for this. The inspiration for this recipe is my Mommom, Anna Wargo. She was a great baker and sweet maker. Not such a great cook. But my mother loved her rice pudding, and every holiday this was on the table, and it is outstanding. So what you're going to need is 4 cups of cooked rice. I have mine in a foil pan. If you don't want to use a foil pan, that's fine. This does not get covered, it just gets put in the oven. And our oven is preheated at 350 degrees. So 4 cups of cooked rice. And then what we're going to do is make a custard. And for the custard, you're going to need a quart of milk. So that's 4 cups of whole milk, 2 cups of heavy cream, so a quart of milk, a pint of cream, a cup of sugar, granulated sugar. You can use honey if you want in place of the sugar. A half a dozen or 6 eggs. We're also going to need a cup and a half of raisins, which are optional. I'm going to use a tablespoon or a little more of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and some cinnamon on top. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build our custard. And I'm going to move my pan here out of the way. And I just have that on the pan. Oh, pardon me. Thank you. For stability. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and break my eggs in here. Okay, I'm just going to break these up a little. And I'm going to add the milk in here. And the cream. And if you choose not to, you don't have to use cream. You can use 6 cups of whole milk. But I wouldn't use low-fat milk in this. I mean, you're making rice pudding for heaven's sake. So, okay. So let's just beat the milk and the cream and the eggs all together. We're going to add our 1 cup of sugar. It's not a ton of sugar, just enough to give this custard a little bit of sweetness. Our vanilla. And I'm splashing all over the place. Huh? Okay, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt because everything sweet needs a little salt to offset it. Alright, we're done mixing up this custard. And I'm going to go ahead and add my raisins in here. And I'm just going to give them a stir. And that's just so the raisins aren't all in one spot. Now, I asked before I made this, can I put dried fruit in here? And Micah said, yes. What kind of dried fruit? And I said, well, I was thinking it might be nice to have some apricots or some dried cherries. And, you know, she's like, raisins are fine. Now, I like golden raisins, but I'm out of them today. So dark raisins it is. So you use whatever you like. Currants would be nice. I think dried cherries or dried berries in general would be lovely. Maybe some freeze-dried strawberries would be delicious in here. Whatever you have on hand, if you don't like them, leave them out. Make it plain.
Bacon.
Bacon? Mm-hmm. Bacon rice pudding? Mm-hmm. Okay, honey. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour this custard over the top. And this likes to drip, so then I'm gonna give it a bit of a zhuzh. Now this is all going to self-settle. That rice is going to absorb a lot of this custard once it's in the oven, so don't worry about it. Now, I'm going to give this a bit of a sprinkle of cinnamon now. I'm also going to give it a sprinkle when it comes out of the oven because this will probably cook into everything. Now you can put some nutmeg on here. Rick isn't a big fan of the nutmeg, so we're going to leave that off today. And then we're going to carefully carry this over to the stove and put it inside. I have my rack in the center of the oven. There we go. This is going to bake for an hour and a half. When it's golden brown on top, we'll bring you back and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, it has been an hour and a half. And this is exactly what you want your baked rice pudding to look like. It should be brown on the top. Now remember, we sprinkled it with cinnamon, so it's going to look a little bit deeper in some places. It's got a bit of a jiggle to it, okay, like a quiche or custard pie, and that's exactly what you want it to look like. It should not look loose. It should not be sloshy. It should look jiggly, but firm. See, it's like like that, huh? Like a custard, because that's what it is. But if it looks too loose and sloshy, you need to put it back in the oven. Now, again, time is our enemy. We have to wait for this to cool off. It's too early to eat it. You don't want to go serving this up right now because people will burn the skin off the inside of their mouth. Nobody wants to do that.
I'll chance it.
Huh?
I'll chance it.
You'll chance it? I don't think so. It's before supper, so we have to eat supper first. So we're going to go, and when we dig into this for dessert, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here's our baked rice pudding all ready to enjoy. The darker parts are actually from the bottom where the raisins kind of color the rice. It's beautiful, it's creamy, and it's custardy. There's a layer. Oh, let me show you the pan because... Oopsie, sorry, sweetheart. If you see how it bakes, the rice kind of goes to the bottom with the raisins, and then there's a layer of beautiful custard on the top, and it's positively delicious. You can serve this plain, warm, room temperature, cold. You're going to want to store this in the refrigerator, though, because it is it does have cream and eggs in it. So you're going to want to, store this in the fridge, and it's just delicious. It's good. And you can serve it with a little whipped cream, a dash of nutmeg and cinnamon if you like, or you can just serve it the way it is. It's delicious for breakfast, for dessert, really anytime you like. It's really delicious, and we love it. Now this is different from my other rice pudding, my jasmine rice pudding that I made on top of the stove, which is super creamy and like a pudding. This is baked rice pudding, and it's a little bit different. So it's like a warm casserole, and it's very thick and custardy instead of pudding-like. So I hope you give this a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!